So Jonas is obviously a sales expert. I attended your training in Bali at the agency mastermind 3 years ago. So we could do podcast whole courses on sales. But what are for the a handful of guys watching and
Yeah.
crowd watching, like some basic sales tips, and it could be with cold calling. Like let's say if you were to call up a lead, like what are some key mistakes
Yeah.
or like tips and tricks?
Okay, so there's a few. So, uh, I mean, it depends if you do cold calling or inbound leads or whatever. Like this, it depends a bit on that,
Let's
of
say
course.
inbound leads, because I think
Yeah.
that's more common.
Okay, so inbound leads, people who sign up. So first of all, it's the same that I said before about employees. It's easier to just find the right fits than to try to forcing a lead that is not a good fit into your product. If somebody doesn't have the budget, he doesn't have the budget. There's nothing you can do. You can be the best salesperson in the world. If your product costs 5,000 and he only has 3,000 on his bank account, he's not going to buy from you, no matter what you do. So sales has a lot of sales. That sales is just filtering out leads. Who's qualified, who's not qualified. That's like the first step that you should always do. So instead of wasting 60 to 90 minutes sales call with every single person who signs up, the first thing that you should do is really check who's qualified and who's not qualified. Yeah. So this is also why it makes sense to have a two-step sales process where you first have like an initial call where you just check, hey, does this person need my service? Can we actually help this person? Is this person a decision maker? um, does this person have the budget or not? Is it a personal fit? Because there's also people that you don't want to work with. If somebody gets on the call and he's like behaving like a dick, you don't want to work with him or with her. So this, you should first see, are they even a good fit to work with us? And if so, then the second step, very important, is that people always believe that sales is about like manipulating people and tricking them into buying from you, and using psychology to convince them to pay you money and stuff like that, which is bullshit in my opinion. Maybe he's so good at sales he could sell a fridge to an Eskimo. Have you heard of this before?
Yeah.
And I think this is bullshit, because selling a fridge to an Eskimo, he doesn't need a fridge. So you're not you by definition, you can't be a good salesperson if you do that, because I believe that sales means creating win-win situations. Meaning, if you want to sell to somebody and make this person happy and get a lot of money, you need to find a way to help this person. So the entire sales process should not be about how can I get your money. The entire sales process should be about how can I help you. And once you start doing that, once you start going into the sales call, and you don't have the mindset of, I need to close him, I need to make the money, but instead you go into this and see, let's see how I can help this person best. The money is coming. The money is going to come automatically. What we always do, or what we also teach our sales team, is the doctor's frame. And doctor's frame means that you should behave like a doctor. The doctor says, hey, where is your pain? Tell me about your symptoms. He's first checking the patient, seeing what's wrong, and then he's going to give you medicine. Imagine you go to the doctor's office and you say, hey, I'm sick, and the doctor is going to the shelf, say, here, take this. You wouldn't trust this person. You wouldn't trust this doctor. You would say, hey, how can he know that this is the right medicine? He didn't even examine me. So that's the same in sales. If a client comes to you, or like, let's say, Riley, you come and say, hey, Jonas, doesn't explainer video make sense in my case? And I say, yes, you should buy it. You should buy it. Here's the offer. Please sign it. You wouldn't trust me. You would be like, hey, he just wants to make the sale. But if instead I say, let's sit down, Riley, let's look at your marketing, let's look at your target audience, let's look at your offer, let's see how we could build the video, let's see where we could use it best, let's see about potential results, and we analyze this together. And in the end, I say, hey, I actually think I have a way how we can help you with this. Then you trust me, and then you also feel like, hey, you made a good choice, and the results for you will be a lot better.